Hello guys. I'm about to go to bed, but I just decided to show this short video with you and talk to people just to jog their memories and to bring people back to reality, back to planet Earth. Because recently I've realized that people are now in a relaxed mode, forgetting like they've let their guard down. What am I talking about? I'm talking about HIV and AIDS. I'm talking about STIs. In the past few years, people were so vigilant. You'd hear everyone talking about protected sex, you'd hear everyone talking about positive living and everything. But I've been reading the news lately. A lot of people have stopped taking their medications. The major contribution the major contributing factor being migration. Many people have left Zimbabwe, they have left their clinics, they do not know where to get medication as they have moved to new countries. But what I want to say to you is you should maintain the positive living that you were trained when you were back in Zimbabwe and continue to look out for your health and prioritize your well-being because we only live once. So what I'm talking about the UK, I'll talk about the UK context. If you come to the UK and you've been on ARVs and you're HIV positive, you will need to go and see the GP, your own GP. Let them know I need to set up an appointment. I think most probably they will test you. They will do an HIV test, antibody test. They'll do a virology test, obviously. They'll do a CD4 count, everything, just to start afresh. They'll also check your livers, they'll check your kidneys, they'll check your blood count and everything. Then they set an appointment for you and maybe start giving you medication in line with your virology and blood work and stuff. The medication which is gentle to your liver, gentle to your kidneys. So it's really good to join the HIV art programs in the UK because thereby you have got adequate monitoring, you've got support. As compared to just sending money to Zimbabwe, you get someone to buy the medication in Zimbabwe over the counter, or you get from your old clinic and they post them using DHL. The storage conditions when they transport these drugs, they are not guaranteed. And they are also not guaranteed that the drugs will get to you in time or in a good and satisfactory condition. So please, let's stop taking ARVs from Zimbabwe. Let's leave the few supplies that are there to benefit the people who remained in Zimbabwe. Where we are, we've got the opportunity and the privilege of getting these medications. Let's just comply to the HIV Act guidelines in the respective countries that we are. Compliance is quite difficult if you're getting medication, if you're getting your medication from across the border, because the logistics of getting the drugs here are very complicated. Then the other thing, if you're continuously getting your medication from Zimbabwe, there's no opportunity for proper monitoring, such as virology, blood serum levels, and everything. But if you enroll in the UK or wherever you are staying, you do have proper follow-up and monitoring. And the good news is that even if you are not sure of your HIV status, the most hospitals now, as you wait in the A&E, you get to the hospital, you're waiting for the doctor after being triaged, you're waiting for the doctor, they'll offer you free HIV testing and counseling. So, but in the near future, I think they're going to make it a priority. Mandatory. They're going to make it mandatory to test and treat everyone. The same way they were doing it in Zimbabwe when they saw that the numbers kept climbing and climbing and climbing. And the other thing is, in this country, it's different from Zimbabwe. In Zimbabwe, you'd find condoms at a bus stop, condoms in the supermarket, condoms in the local clinic, condoms everywhere. In the hallway, at campus, at work, everywhere. Beer halls, tuck shops, they would be everywhere, I tell you. So chances that people were going to have unprotected sex were very low. But here, I asked one day for the price of condoms. Were they not 10 or 12 pounds, which is about almost 20 USD, for just a pack of 3 or 4 condoms? Like, really? No ways. So they're a bit expensive. But always you can walk into the hospital, but not just any part of the hospital. The sexual health and reproductive unit. You have to go and look for that department. You ask for condoms, they give you, and blah blah blah. But that's a long process. So people will probably opt to just go live without any protection. But as you know, most people died. We had a lot of cars coming every week with bodies from South Africa. People were defaulting their medication. People were getting advanced symptoms of HIV and AIDS and progressing to AIDS because of the poor living standards. Here, the work is stressful. The food is not organic. The weather is not friendly. The money is not money. So you end up having a lot of stress, and it also affects your immunity levels. So please, let's comply with medication. Let's not put down our guard and let this thing take over. So I'd like to encourage you to continue with positive living, compliance, and adherence to treatment protocols. Thank you. Good night.